everybody, it's your hostess Colette here with you with another episode of Trauma Center Under the Knife 2, brought to you by MunchGames.ca, and of course I'm part of the crew, so everyone knows. Anyway, let's just see what's gonna happen next. Okay, so like a secret patient, of course, and like I say, Goldberg means that it's a operation inside. So let's see how long it's gonna take for the dialogue before I let you do a little measly 5-minute operation, huh? Let's go. While the operations of medical terrorist group Delphi are being dismantled, it's been confirmed that Heinrich von Retinue, the leader, will be tried under international law. The news comes as a result of several nations' insistence that his crimes were utterly inhumane. In a related story, the hands of Zasalepis is being lauded for the suppression of guilt terrorism. The investigations being conducted on these attacks are reaching their final stages as Listen to news like that gives you mixed feelings, doesn't it, Derek? Dr. Stiles. I imagine the entire situation was painful for you. For you? What about for me? I'm the one that had to use the operations. Anyway, well, I have my own thoughts on the subject. But for now, I'm just going to concentrate on the thyroid operation I'm performing today. Yeah, I'm glad that the guilt terrorism is finally over, but we've still got problems. I mean, people are starting to think Caduceus is practically old-fashioned compared to the HOA. We didn't even get any credit for what we did during the raid. The necrosis serum and the PGS medication, the HOA has made themselves quite indispensable. Although they wouldn't have gotten anywhere if it weren't for us. That's right. I guess that's everything. I'll be taking a few days of vacation early next week. I'm sorry I'll be gone while everyone is so busy. Hey. Don't worry, Heather. You've been really overworked lately, so I'm glad you're taking a break. Besides, we haven't had nearly as many PGS patients to take care of lately. We have our rivals to thank for that. Ironic, isn't it? Yes, and Acropolis Pharmaceutical has been making a lot of big advancements, too. Hard to believe that they were subjected to a terrorist attack recently. I know, but it seems like guilt is going to become a disease of the past pretty soon. Treatments for it has been almost completely established now. Oh, could you put those old sheets in the bin over there? Sure. By the way, have you seen the charts for that patient who's coming in? No, and it's weird that we haven't received them yet since her procedure's already been scheduled. I've already filed 2 requests with the office. I'm going to have to complain. As if you don't now? You're always complaining about something. Well, they need to get their act together. This is confidential information that only key staff members are privy to. No one within the general staff can be notified until the truth of the matter has been confirmed. Well, there are rumors that similar cases have emerged at Caduceus' overseas branches, and now we're able to see it for ourselves. Our source on the inside risked her life for this. We're in his debt. I never imagined his investigation on Hura's case would lead to this. Yes, and it's hard to say what's to come, but the answer has to be found regardless. I think we have to put our faith in Derek. I told him about the operation, but I didn't give him any details on the patient's condition. He has shed light on the shadows cast by guilt before. Hopefully he can do it again. Hey. I wonder why they were so inconsistent with that we performed this operation at night. I heard that the patient is being transported from overseas, so it might be an urgent operation. Still, Chief Castle kept reminding us not to talk about it with anyone. Doesn't that bother you a little, Dr. Stiles? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's also weird that the patient's condition was never explained to us. I'm sure the chief had his reasons. Yeah, huh. Chief, we're ready. Alright then, let's begin. After we discuss the patient's condition, you must have to begin the operation immediately. Was the onset of the patient's ailment so fast they couldn't even provide us the charts? Of course they couldn't provide you with the charts. The patient's condition did worsen rather abruptly. But there's a reason that we've had to keep this highly classified. Classified? The patient's name is Annie Fisher. She's a professional tennis player. A celebrity, huh? She's got popular lately. I heard she's been rising through the ranks.
Okay.
Yes, but her popularity isn't the reason it's being kept a secret. 10 days ago, she suddenly began feeling pain in her abdomen, so she had examined. The cause of her pain was finally determined. No, I take that back. We're not entirely sure yet. Wait, what do you mean? Her car reaction is positive, but the analysis doesn't match any guilt types known to us. Then it's a new strain! It's a horrible thing to even consider, but it's too high a possible to ignore. Yes, of course. None of the regular staff have been informed thus far. What we're telling you is top secret. Oops, well guess what? The whole world knows now, because especially if they're watching me. Duh! But why now? Does this mean that Delphi is still out there? We're all curious about how it could have occurred, but that has to wait until after the operation. Right now, you need to ascertain that exact cause of ailment and treat the patient accordingly. Miss Fisher's condition is very severe. Time is running out. Then shut up and let me work on her. Gee. I understand. I'll do everything I can. You have to make some tough judgment calls here, Derek. Operate with the utmost care. Don't I always? Gee, ye have little faith. Here is a recap of her patient's condition. Her test results indicate that a number of lacerations have formed on her small intestine. In case of you people that do not know what lacerations is, it's cuts. Okay? It's cuts. That's what they refer as lacerations. Anyway, and as you see that there's lacerations on the small intestine, car reaction is positive on no strain of guilt, and what we gotta do is treat the lacerations, and we got to discover the cause. And we only have 5 minutes to do that. Talk about the weight of the world on my shoulders. There are 2 objectives for this operation. Treat the lacerations on the small intestine and discover the lacerations cause. No, shouldn't it be treat the lacerations and get rid of the guilt? I mean, you can always find it after, you know, the cause of it. We're going into this completely blind, Doctor. Please be careful. Understood. Jeez, 8 minutes into the game and we're only now doing the operation. Jumpins, jumpins, jumpins! Let's give it a try, shall we? Begin operation.
Begin the operation.
Okay, we know absolutely nothing about the guilt we're dealing with here. Doctor, please be careful. I understand, I'm going to be very cautious. Yes. Okay, well, first of all, I want to have the vitals because I like the vitals up. And here are some lacerations. Treatment complete after this. Convulsions?
Detecting
Car reaction detected. Something is emerging. Well, it can't be the new guilt, is it? Oh my. Oh God. The convulsions have stopped, but this? What do? We've never seen this kind of guilt before. This is really it. A new type of guilt. But you're right. We'll just have to try things out. Do you see anything odd about its center?
Understood.
Yes, it does look like some of its functions are concentrated there. Let's try to damage it at that point. Okay, well I'm gonna go with the laser.
It's working.
Cause this... Now, I destroyed some of it. But the car action have never even changed, so now we got to extract this without those little fuzzy thingies in the middle touching it, or it's gonna regenerate, and you'll see. Class. And the lag. The sheds combine together to regenerate. How can it stop if it... It's okay, Angie. Let's stay calm. Can you check for any changes in the car reaction? Right away. Huh? Doctor, you were right. The car reaction has decreased. It's weakened because we extracted the core. We're on the right track. Let's keep using this procedure. Okay. Use it until we're no longer allowed to use it. For a certain amount of time. That's right. I can use this. It's decreasing. Laceration is formed as well, but I think we should check the area. It was before. Use ultrasound to check the area where it used to be. Let's see. Well, there's nothing here. It just looks to move around. Ah, there it is. One laceration. I'll worry about the lacerations in a minute. And this is what happened when you miss. Okay, we need to be careful carrying the core to the tray. You think? Well, it doesn't help when you got people complaining, 'cause that's all she is, full of complaints. Piss off!
What are you doing, Doctor?
I'm trying to do my job, nurse. Stupid lacerations, piss off on there. Piss off.
What are you doing?
Come on, you piece of garbage. Okay. Dare I say it that it's gone? It's defeated!
Chiral reaction is negative.
Yes, of course it's negative. Stabilize. Do wound care. Because wound care is very important, so you won't have any outside germs or anything else, bacteria, so... Let's see, the way you figured out how to treat it was amazing, Doctor. Huh. Of course. And I'm a senior surgeon, A. Ha. Was I really in that much danger? There was nothing wrong with me a few weeks ago, but I'm glad I'm cured now. I must thank all of you. We realize you're still in pain, Miss Fisher, but we need to ask you some questions. It's important that we figure out how you got this. Anything you could tell us could save lives. Can you think of any aspects of your health that may have changed recently? My health? No. Nothing comes to mind. Liar. Miss Fisher, the disease you had is extremely dangerous. Anything and all that you can tell us could be a clue. Please don't hold back. No, I really can't think of anything. Your tennis skills has drastically improved over a fairly short period of time. Am I right? Is there anything you did that might have affected your ability? Ah, smart. Well, we may have been able to save your life this time, Miss Fisher, but without your cooperation... Huh? It wasn't me. It was my trainer. He said it wouldn't be considered doping. Don't worry, we believe you. You're risking a lot to tell us this, and we appreciate it. He told me there was a way I could build core strength, and then he gave me a few injections. He said it was an approved product of the pharmaceutical company that's sponsoring me. The supplement was simply amazing. Every day I was able to feel my body gaining strength and my reflexes getting better. Since taking it, I've been able to master techniques that I had only started learning. That's when it crossed my mind that what I was doing might be wrong. Thank you, Miss Fisher. You've been very brave to tell us all this. Do you happen to remember the name of the pharmaceutical company? Something like Metropolis? What? Huh? You mean Acropolis? It could seem the loose ends are starting to tie themselves. Ha! There's my A. And I think I might do this because I don't want to start the new episode of my next video with just all dialogue, because it'll bore you guys to death. Huh. Don't worry, I got my research department on it. They'll be able to confirm it soon. No, I have no intention of backpedaling. We'll find a way to treat it eventually. I expected there would be side effects. I know it's difficult, but this research is worth it. Yes, I'll talk to you soon. Sure, your car is ready. Alright, I'll be right there. The driver wants to know if it's the usual place, sir. Yes, contact me if anything happens while I am gone. Don't even think about hesitating. We have some issues that need to be resolved. Understood, sir. This medicine significantly enhances bodily functions. Ha ha ha, you said bodily functions. Now, usually what bodily functions for us in the healthcare industry is talking about, well, farts, piss, whatever you do, you know. That would be considered bodily functions. Anyway, we ain't talking about just the motor skills either. It also has regenerative properties. Its main consumer base has been wealthy individuals, the majority of them athletes. Needless to say, the profit margins for Acropolis have been extremely high. That's some crazy stuff. No wonder people are shelling out major cash for it. Victor, I'd like your opinion on the matter. Oh god. Do I even need to explain all the things wrong with this medication? You know what? He's a human version of Falcon. Loco from Star Fox 64. Right saucy, but he's very egotistical. But he knows his shit, I must say. The worst part is that it's probably a derivative of guilt. Sure, it's the... I'd rather willing to bet that they're performing all kinds of illegal research over there. Yeah, lots of illegal stuff. There's a serious crime. Research was outlawed under international law. An athlete could be just the beginning. The athletes could be. They could tap into even larger markets with this. Yeah, putting aside their complete lack of morals and technology itself is incredible. I'm sure they created that guilt necrosis serum for the same research. Artificially structured amino acids, then bending out genetic factors. The technology they possess is extremely effective in creating new guilt. Yes, I need now more new guilt. Amino acids. That experiment that they had you do. They even used that for guilt research? This is outrageous! Speaking of enhancements, do you think that this is how the HOA doctors acquired the healing touch? It would be a logical assumption that they were given the same medicine. Then they're all prone to attacks by this new guilt! Yes, we must hurry and come up with a treatment plan. Derek, I want you and the team to create a step-by-step procedure based on Miss Fisher's operation. Yes. I'll do what I can to help, Chief. What step-by-step is it? 1, open patient, as usual, like any other operations. 2, go on the laser, go at the core. 3, make sure that the little tiny circles surrounding the core do not touch it or it will regenerate and put it on the tray. How hard is that? Once we have enough evidence, we'll be able to mount the case against Acropolis and the HOA. Things would have gone much worse if not for the inside information we received. Inside information, huh? You mean we have a spy?
Okay.
We asked a certain individual to infiltrate the hands of Atlus. The individual's report is what led us to Miss Fisher. Can you tell us who this person is? Director? It should be fine as long as it stays in this room. Angie, it was your father who volunteered to do this. Even if it meant that it would hurt your feelings by keeping it a secret from you.
Father.
My father? So that's why. I'm terribly sorry about the circumstances, but as you can see, it was necessary. I hope you understand. Oh dear God. Mom! It's been a while since I came to see you. I'm sorry. I've been busy lately. There's this disease out there called guilt that's caused a lot of pain. Remember we talked about how scary it was when you were still well? I wish we could talk like that again. Ah, you're here.
Father.
It's been a while, Father. I heard you come to see Mom pretty often. This is the only place where I can find peace in my life. Tracy, we're both here today. Hard to believe it's been 3 years since your accident. But your gentle expression never fades, Tracy. If I could, I would wake you up right now. Nothing ever goes like I planned it. Your accident and our daughter, who won't even listen to me now. Please don't start this in front of Mom. Where else, Heather? The only place I have the chance to speak to you is at her side. And you're still clinging to the mistake you made in choosing your career. If you stayed in the medical field, you've been spending the rest of your life serving people. Don't you think your mother wants what's best for you? All I ask is that you listen to my advice. If I do that, then next you'll be choosing who I marry, where I live, and how many kids I'll have. That's not how I want to live my life. Would you say that to me if I was your real father? It's never too late. You can always start your life over. I'm currently working as a surgical assistant at Caduceus. I've heard a lot about you lately and your hands of Atlus. You've created an impressive medical group and in such a short amount of time. But no matter how many great doctors you employ, you can't wake up Mom. At least I've come to terms with that. You should too. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm going to go home for today. I'll come back soon.
No.
You are mistaken, Heather. News, Bathos, Siege, and Alithia, the Neo-Guild. Now, I think the guild that we had was called Elythia. I think that's what it was called. Don't know, but they don't know that yet. Anyway, if only I could say more. It's a bit of an unexpected turn of events, but we'll be conducting the investigation on the HOA. They've been charged with a violation of pharmaceutical regulations, but in actuality, there is a suspicion that they've been illegally researching guilt. You mean they were involved with the guilt terrorism? They were only our ally against Delphi. Nothing is certain yet, but it's a possibility that they have been guilt in their possession. And just so you know, this inquiry also names Acropolis Pharmaceutical as their participant. We'll be contacting Caduceus for medical backup for the mission. Tomorrow's the day. Make sure your men are fully prepared. Finally! Anyway, I'm gonna stop this here right now because it's a long video. But I hope you guys don't fall asleep during it because I'm trying to be as entertaining as I could. I don't know. I mean, what more do you want me to do? Sing? Anyway, this is Colette and 180. Let's give guides. Take care and peace out, everyone.